It's the Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey and the crew.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Beat Break Morning Show, the Beat Break Podcast. The architect is back in the building. Sean Garvey with DJ Rolla. What up, homie?
What's up, man? How you doing this morning?
Man, I'm feeling a lot better.
That's
than
good.
The past few days. Yes.
Man.
Feeling a lot better. Not because of the gifts that I got on Christmas. Christmas just passed. We're about to go into a new year, 2022. So I'm definitely feeling good about that because we're going into a new year, new, bigger, and better things getting ready to happen in 2022. But I'm feeling good because I got to tell you all my hiccup story. Your boy Sean Garvey had some hiccups. Not on the radio, not in my professional career or in my personal life, but medical hiccups. We'll get into that in just a few moments. But how's everyone doing? Star Kels is in the building.
Hey, you guys.
Hey.
Star got on that winter comfy coat, jacket, whatever you want to call it on. Her snuggle bear has not come to the rescue yet.
Yes, I'm snuggling. I almost got lucky, you guys. It was a guy I was talking to back and forth on the phone. And I thought he was gonna be my snuggle bear. And then when I did the physical evaluation of, he failed.
He failed. Well, he fell down a flight of stairs.
No.
You say fell.
He failed in life. Like,
F-A-I-L, fell.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Let me ask you this about the fail. When he said, so basically you was talking before you saw him. Is that correct?
Well, I kind of saw him because it's like, you're talking to people online and stuff.
Right.
So I saw him on video. He looked like he was a little bit thick, nice and solid. But the muscles just look bigger on video. And then when I saw him in person, I was like, he's like slim fine. He ain't solid fine. Like, he can't keep me warm for the winter. I was like,
he can pick you up, though. He can pick you up.
Oh, well, I didn't think about that.
And it can be both. He can pick you up. He can uplift you. Two different ways. He can uplift you by inspiring you, enlightening you on some things, and then he can just literally uplift you, like pick you up and do some things to you.
We don't want no inspiration. I said cuddling. I don't want no inspiration.
Well, hey, DJ Rome took it there.
I'm just strict. You know how people look for a cuddy buddy or a smash buddy or whatever they look for? I'm looking for a cuddle buddy. I don't need you to have a brain. I need you to only know about the cuddling and the waddling. That's it.
Suppose he gets an erection doing the cuddling, then what?
That's neither here nor there. We're not going to have a discussion about that. My main goal in life is cuddling. And what
your main goal in life is cuddling.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's
interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I've never heard nobody ever said it in that particular way. Their main goal. No, I'm not saying I want a man that can do this and do that. My main goal is to cuddle.
I know my place. I know my place. DJ Roland, I know my place. And this winter, my place is in the cuddling space. That's it. I don't want to go outside of my place. See, sometimes women and men don't know their place. If you are the side piece, that's your place, stay in your place. If you are the part-time lover, that's your place, stay in your place. If you're in a committed relationship, that's your place. If you're monogamous, that's whatever. My place is just strictly the cuddle zone. So I know the cuddle zone is my place, so I'm going to stay in my place.
Like I said, that is interesting.
Very.
Yeah, so that explains why you have that jacket on. Because the jacket is literally cuddling you.
I know.
So
don't let me give you my jacket then. Because this coat too big on me. So if I put that on you, you'll be like, woo, man.
Never want to leave, baby.
Man, if that coat was around, you'd be thinking like, man, I don't need nothing else but this.
No, DJ Roland, let's not give Star Kells and the thousands of single women out there any ideas.
What ideas do you think they're thinking about?
If that can
I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious. I do not need a man. All I need is a jacket, just like the one that Star has on right now.
Well, let me tell you this.
Well, Sean, you know they're
gonna be a time that you want that coat to talk.
And some women don't want their coat to talk.
And they're gonna be thinking somebody's crazy when they keep talking to themselves and is talking to a piece of clothing.
DJ Roland, I told you I know my place. I don't want him to be smart. I don't want him to have conversation. I want to cuddle. Y'all, that's just like how men are when they just want to go on and get the woman in the bed and they don't want none of all that extra stuff. They just want to do what they came to do.
Quickies.
Now I know my place. I just want to cuddle. I don't want no conversation. I don't want no pillow talk. I don't want you to be trying to go deep and feel my soul and my spirit. And no, let's cuddle. Let's vibe with the cuddle.
Okay, so the men out there, I know some of y'all just want some quickies. So we want make sure that the single guys out there, like, look, I just want a female. I just want to cut, be done, shut up, and I'm gone. Is that right, fellas?
That's right. If that's what you want, that's what you need to say.
And Star Kells and her women want just somebody to cuddle with, don't talk to me, and whatnot. If we fall asleep, we fall asleep. But don't say nothing.
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for all that talking.
Just get to the point. I
hope he has some earbuds and got some people to text because he can do a whole lot. Like, all right, I'm calling with you. I'm going to entertain myself. Any which way coming.
I can see that happening.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, y'all so funny. Before we get into some things, I can't say this morning. I know this is kind of non-normal for us to air our morning show in the evening time since we are hours away from the season finale of Insecure. But that's the reason why we're on tonight. I know you are used to hearing us early in the morning from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., but we're on here for this special occasion. Season 5, tonight is the last episode of what is now known as a classic show of our generation, of our time, Insecure. Hashtag Issa Rae. We're going to have a full conversation surrounding not just only season 5, but the entire series. Because we got to dissect this thing, ladies and gentlemen. We got to dissect. Listen, Star Kel's been looking forward to this combo. She's been looking forward to this combo. We talked a little bit about it on and off during the program, during the morning show. But we got to dive right into it. Because there's a lot of people on social media. There's a lot of people that were mad at me putting messages in my DM box. Because I said what I said on social media. I said what I said, but we're gonna get into that in just a few moments, right? So 2 stories. Actually, I'm getting shorter and shorter by the minute. Look at this. This chair that I'm sitting in, right? I'm adjusting.
We don't need you to have that Webster disease, so we don't need you to have that, man. So
no, we're not gonna put that in the universe.
Right.
No. So 2 things I want to cover first. Shout outs to Rick Ross. No, actually, better yet, shout outs to the 85 South Show podcast and Rick Ross. Shout outs to Carlos Miller, Chinko Beans. Is it Chinko Beans or Chino Beans? I think it's Chinko Beans.
Chino Beans.
Chino Beans? You sure?
Not sure, but I'd rather go with Chino Beans than Chico.
Than Chico Beans. The guy with the big ass glasses. He's funny as hell, though. And DC Young Fly. But man, especially shout out to Rick Ross for doing what I consider as a Jamie Foxworth from Family Matters stint. And if you all know who Jamie Foxworth is from Family Matters, y'all know what I'm talking about.
She just happy belated birthday.
Shout out to the Sagittarians and the Capricorns. Which one is she? Which one is Jamie Foxworth? Is she a Sagittarius or a Capricorn?
I don't care. I'm a Sag Cap. That's all I care about.
She's a Sagittarius.
And you would know this why? Because you have seen a lot of her videos.
No, I haven't seen her. I just happened to see her when her birthday came, and her birthday came about a week ago or so.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's why I was like shocked. I'm like, okay, Roland. I don't need to see her videos. I've seen them years ago. She retired.
Hey, man. That's what they all say.
Yeah.
Misty Stone said she retired. Okay, yeah. All right. Shouts to
Unless you're on OnlyFans. So I don't know if you want to call OnlyFans being back in the game or what. So
yeah, because she hasn't dropped any new recently. She just been on OnlyFans.
Oh.
I mean, it is what it is. It still is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, not to get off subject. But what I mean by Rick Ross doing a Jamie Foxworth from Family Matters. Rick Ross on the 85 South show recently, he came through, chilled with the fellas, drunk some, smoked some. If you ever watch the show, you know, they do what they do. They lounge around, have conversations with big stars, big celebrities. And in the middle of the combo, Rick Ross says that he had to go and use the bathroom. He had to go take a piss. He got up off the couch, walked during the combo. Something I've never seen in any type of show live. Yeah, live or pre-tape. He just walked off. We all thought that, okay, he's going to go take a piss and then he's going to come back and finish the conversation with the guys. And like, it had to be maybe like 25, 30 minutes later or something like that. Who's counting? The guys are like, hey, where Rick Ross? Where Ricky Rose at? Wait, are we missing somebody? What the hell? He never came back. He never
that is a pure Jamie Foxworthy.
Jamie Foxworth from Family Matters. We got to emphasize Family Matters because there's a lot of people who did not know that it was the little girl in the first season of Family Matters that went up the stairs and never came back down.
Mm-hmm.
So what's this about Rick Ross in that?
Do you want me to explain the scenario?
I've already explained it.
But really, Sean?
He did a Jamie Foxworth from Family Matters. He walked off set telling the guys that he had to go piss or allegedly go to use the restroom, the bathroom, and he never came back.
Why you think he did that?
We would never know. We would never know. I don't know.
I know.
The thing about it is, I guess he didn't enjoy the conversation. That's the only thing I can think of. Or he had some personal business to take care of. Those are the only two scenarios I could think of. He didn't feel like talking more about whatever they were talking about, or he had some personal business to take care of.
I know what happened. Because what day did it fall on? What day was that?
A Friday.
Friday. Why would you say Friday? Why do you say Friday, like the movie Friday? Because they were just smoking.
Came out.
Because I didn't know what he was doing. Now, if it's Friday, Rick Ross had to leave because he ordered some chicken.
Yeah.
And
he ordered some chicken from Wingstop.
He was trying to catch that goddamn restaurant before that goddamn restaurant closed. Okay. And don't nobody get in the way of a black man's chicken.
Hey, so he had to get his chicken wings so he can go back home.
Let's clarify something. When you say he had to get up to go get some chicken, you mean chickens as in chicken heads, as in those type of chicks? Or are you talking about chicken in general, just food?
Y'all, Sean playing, he know dang on well.
He wants some lemon pepper wings.
Fried chicken.
He need to slow down. He had like what, 10, 20 different seizures?
He eats it on Friday. That's his cheat day.
Oh, Lord.
So he had to go get his chicken. Ricky,
Look,
they don't understand you, Ricky. I got you, baby. I got you. I'm trying to tell them what it is. And see, they don't know you like I know you.
So wait, Star is trying to save grace for Rick Ross by saying that he had to go get some chicken. So are you basically insinuating, Star, that because the 85 South show guys or none of their crew members and whoever were there on the set of the show didn't offer Rick Ross chicken? And in his mind, he was like, WTF. So, hey, all there was on the table was a bottle of rosé, wine, beer, whatever, weed, substances, let's say substances, and wrap snacks. A bag of wrap snacks with Ricky Rose's face on the front of the wrap snacks bag.
That's fine, but the wrap snacks did not taste as good as that fried chicken. And I'm gonna tell you why he did.
DC Young Fly, he was eating them things up like he haven't ate for days, and he's a skinny mother.
Popping Molly for days and not eating for days, so he probably wasn't eating. He probably was hungry.
Yeah.
We're not gonna talk about him, but I'm letting y'all know Rick Ross had to go get the chicken, and at that point he had to decide.
But why couldn't he just keep it? Didn't Star White, for the sake of argument, why couldn't he just keep it a buck and be like, "Hey y'all, listen, man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm hungry as hell, y'all. Like, I gotta get up out of here. I gotta go. But I appreciate y'all guys for having me on. I will be more than happy to come back. Like, why he just keep it 100?
Well, I wouldn't. This is two things. First of all, they already know Rick Ross supposed to be watching his diet, so he ain't supposed to be telling nobody he's gonna eat no damn fried chicken. Now, the second thing is Rick Ross watches his calories. He's keeping his weight down. So he's not gonna tell them dudes that he left to go get one drum from this chicken place that he liked, and he gonna eat half of that. He gonna get one drumstick. He gonna eat half of that drumstick.
Look, man, listen. I feel like we putting Rick Ross in courtroom. I feel like we putting Rick Ross on a trial here, and Star Kells is being his attorney.
I'll let y'all know what's going on with my boo.
Because she's defending. She is seriously defending this man who literally got up during the middle of a interview / conversation with the 85 South South Show guys to get up claiming he had to go take a piss, but instead he dipped out for a bucket of chicken?
Not a bucket, one drum, because he's watching his
one drum.
So he gets one drum every Friday and he eat half of that drum. He don't even eat the whole thing. So what he look like telling them he's about to ditch them for half a drum? I wouldn't tell him that.
I mean, look, if I was Rick Ross, I would have just said live on the air or in that moment, hey, y'all, can we get some chicken up in here? Can we get some Wingstop? Like, I mean, damn, like bring some Wingstop. That's what they should have done, Roland. They should have brought some Wingstop to the 85 South Show. I mean, Rick Ross owns damn near the entire franchise.
Yeah. Yeah, he do, but my man don't like that chicken. He go and he eat chicken from a hood near you chicken. Like,
how you not gonna like a product that you own?
Do you know how many products people make that they don't use and don't like? Since he changed his diet, he can no longer eat Wingstop. Wingstop is injected with a lot of hormones and steroids.
What place isn't injected with hormones?
Y'all know that chicken ain't real. So Rick Ross go to the neighborhood mama.
The majority of the things that we eat are not real.
I'm just saying. Since
he watches hard ass bones, then man.
Look, this man watching his diet, he can't eat Wingstop. And you know what? I'm not gonna go back and forth with how Rick Ross chooses to live his life, and he's trying to live a healthier life, and he's on a schedule, on a diet schedule. Y'all need to respect that man's mind and let him be.
He left a live show to eat a half of a drum chicken wing because he ain't have the nerve to say, hey, y'all, can we order some wings?
He told them.
Can we order some? Now, this is how Rick Ross be sounding like, man, you know, can we order some wings up in here? I mean, like, damn.
Yeah.
You know, can we get a bottle of rosé? Yeah. Oh. And he be putting that in every sentence. Get a bottle of rosé. Get some bras up in here. And then you be hearing Justice League, and then you be hearing Justice League in the background. Justice League.
Hey, I got a question. A question about Rick Ross. Did he have a fur coat on?
No.
He had no fur coat on?
No. If you go look, it's the show is on YouTube. If you go on YouTube and type in the 85 South Show, I'd be wanting to say South Side because they are from the South Side. If you type in the 85 South Show, Rick Ross, you will see that he is not wearing no fur coat. Not even on a set like that. I mean, nah, hell to the nah. I mean, it's cold. I know it's cold. It's December. It's wintertime, but not on no set like the 85 South Show because, I mean, these guys are rolling up blunts. They're smoking weed. You will get warm and hot quickly by being in a room with weed heads. Like you don't freaking need to bring no heater into the room. Like, but shout out to the 85 South Show boys, man. I mean, it was very entertaining. It was very entertaining that he just walked off and just didn't come back. Like, because at first when I first heard about it, I thought it was like, okay, what did one of these guys say that made Rick Ross leave the room? Because it was cordial. The interview, I mean, it looked like Rick Ross was having fun. And if you ever watch the 85 South Show, it's just a group of guys, those three guys in there. They laughing, they joking, they're talking ish or what have you. Like everything was cordial amongst all of them, right? And just all of a sudden, during the taping, he just walked off and never came back. I told you, ladies and gentlemen, he did a Jamie Foxworth from Family Matters.
Without the stairs.
without the stairs. And you know damn well Rick Ross is not gonna climb or walk up a flight of stairs. Not that much. Not
y'all ignoring me.
We're not ignoring you, sweetie. We're not. Go ahead.
Oh, so y'all hear me. So y'all, they ignoring me all on a live. They are ignoring the hell out of me.
Really?
I said it like 3 times. I asked the same question like 3 times. Y'all just gonna do me like that? Y'all gonna embarrass me in front of all these people like that?
No.
Okay.
No. So
Well,
we giving you the floor, giving you the mic.
Sean, I wanted to ask, why do you think he left? That's it.
It could be reasons. It could be various reasons. It was just odd. It was just odd to me that he would say that I got to go piss. I got to go take a bathroom. I got to go to the bathroom. Because if that's the case, then okay, cool.
Right.
Just know that you have been booked to be on a show. Like, who does that? Unless somebody says something to you to make you feel like, okay, let me find a way, or let me make my exit known by just walking off the set.
Was he looking at his cell phone before he got up out of his chair?
No.
Mm.
I think he was just I think he was just looking at the Rap Snacks bag of chips and just kept telling himself like, man, I gotta, like Star said, like, man, I gotta find me some wings. I gotta find something to eat, man. You know, damn. Like, I don't know.
You better own a chain that's Mr. Smoothie. That's what he needs to do.
I don't know what went through. I don't know what goes on in the mind of Ricky Rose, but I thought that was hilarious when he did that. So that was one of the classic moments from the 85 South show.
I love it though. Thank you, Rick Ross, for showing them how to walk off a stage, honey. I commend you for that.
Everlasting.
I'm saying I wouldn't do it, but hey, it is what it is.
Everlasting moment. Everlasting moment.
Succeeding in your diet.
Amen. Hey, you know what though? On the flip side, and we will move on from this story. On the flip side of things, I walked off the set a couple of times, especially 2 years ago. DJ Roland, you was there when we were in the studio, and behind the scenes, I was going.
Sounds familiar.
I never wanted to revisit that taping of the show, but that was the night when I threw up. It was around my birthday, and I threw up.
Oh yeah, I knew it. Okay.
Damn,
yeah,
why your octave gotta be loud when I said that? Why your octave gotta be loud when I said that, DJ Roland?
Oh man, I remember that. And I held it down. And
held it down.
Played it off very well.
We had 7-8 people in the studio, and I walked off, making it seem like I was just stepping away to take a phone call or to handle a business matter or a technical matter, when all I was trying to do was rush my ass to the nearest restroom and throw up. And that wasn't the case.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that. That's what I'm like, it was coming back to me when you said
so
that.
Maybe, it just came to my mind now that I have that flashback. Maybe Rick Ross said what he said because he probably had some type of medical condition that we do not know about other than his seizures from in the past. And he probably had to go to the restroom to go throw up.
Or catch a seizure.
I don't know.
Possible. It's very possible. You don't know. It was never explained or anything. It's just left up in the air to let folks like us and other folks figure out what possibly could have happened. You know, I mean, it was numerous things that could have happened when he walked off. and things just sometimes you're just are out of control or won't have answers. So he did what he did. You know, will he return to that show? I know they're going to do a lot more investigation if he ever comes back to that show, because they don't want to be embarrassed like that again. Now, would it be anytime soon? No. But will it be on some other podcast? Yeah. But if they really understand what happened on that show, they will do some investigations themselves to make sure that hopefully.
I don't think it is that, you talking about investigations. I don't think it's really that deep. They would probably be like, what the hell or whatever. But nah, I don't think it's really that deep. They're just going to keep it moving and move on.
And if they get that, they'll ask him to explain. They'll bring him back. They'll always ask him to come back. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's what I said. He'll be back. Not anytime soon, but he'll be back. That's how I see it.
Okay. Well, we shall see in a matter of days or not. We shall see. But let's move on. Speaking of moving on, got to tell you all about my hiccup scenario. Okay. Yeah, I know, right? Let's go from to. That is one of the most annoying sounds in history. A person hiccuping. That's one of the most annoying sounds.
Yeah, I can see that being annoying if you can't stop.
Yeah. I mean, we've all had hiccups, especially when we were kids. I know that when I was a kid, I had a lot of hiccups. But it wasn't like on a consistent basis. It was, you get hiccup, you find yourself having the hiccups for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and then it all goes away, right?
You said 20 minutes, Lord. Man.
Hey, so I mean, for some people, I've heard stories about people who had hiccups that were like ongoing for more than 30 minutes.
Wow. I mean, I heard of that, but I always keep hearing what you need to do to get rid of it because it deals with breathing. So when you have hiccups that long, to me, ER needs to be involved with that because that deals with breathing. So I don't know. I mean, did I? Yeah, I did have it, but the length probably was less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, I can agree. Never had it longer than that.
Right. Did I have it as an adult? Yes, but many years ago.
I don't even remember the last time I had hiccups.
I know I was in my 20s when I had mine. I made sure that I don't have them again.
Well, clearly,
yeah, you don't want to. Yep.
And longer than 5 minutes, like 5 days.
Yeah, this was almost a week. I would say my hiccup situation was almost a week. It was almost a week.
How do you go to sleep when you're having hiccups?
So that's the thing. When I was awake, I had the hiccups, but when I went to sleep, I didn't hiccup or anything. Because if I kept hiccuping while I was asleep or trying to sleep, that would be me having a hard time going to sleep. Right? I think it has to do with your breathing, because even when you're sleeping, you're breathing. But what it is that when you are awake, right? When you are awake, you bringing in air.
Right.
You bringing in air, through your mouth, through your nose, etc. Right? Mm-hmm. So when you're asleep, it's different. But when you are awake and you're talking, air passes. Oh, I get what you're. Air passes going into you, right? Yeah. So that's why I found myself hiccuping a lot while awake versus when I am asleep. So it just came out of nowhere one night, and I was like, "Okay, this is strange. Like, what's going on here?" Okay, and let me go get a glass. No. Yeah, true story. And I thought it was gonna go. Wait, say that again, Star.
What caused that to happen? Did they know what caused that to happen?
Okay, so long story short, I went to the doctor because this lasted for 2 days. I went to the doctor. The doctor examined me after I told him what had happened. And so the bottom line is I literally have to cut some things out of my diet. So
Wow.
what it is that, yeah, GAS. GAS.
You got to cut out gas.
Wow. So the hiccups were gas?
I'm laughing at what Roland just said. I got to cut out gas. No, not cut out gas, DJ.
I know you heard him. I heard him too.
Oh my goodness. No, not cut out gas. I got to cut out some things out of my diet because some of the things that I was intaking into my body cause acid reflux. Acid reflux is similar to gas, right? So
similar, yeah.
Yeah. So by me having all these hiccups and stuff like that, I forgot what the doctor called it, and I'm not going to even butcher what it's called because it's a term I never ever heard before.
Medical term, yeah.
Yeah, but he did start off by saying gas, something. So he told me.
Are you talking about GERD?
What is it called?
GERD.
GERD.
Yeah, GERD.
Maybe.
It's like
GERD.
a gas reflex thing that he has.
This GERD deals with the digestive system. I forgot the actual terms of it, but GERD deals with that. And when you have that, people have different symptoms. And Sean, the way Sean is explaining it, and what I'm thinking, it's a medical terminology that deals with it.
Sean intakes some things that he was. Sean got them hiccups from intaking certain vitamins from a certain person in a certain area, and it had
in a certain area. In a certain area.
No, wait. No, Star said something. Just no. When it comes to vitamins, I did in fact get some vitamins because I had to re-up on my vitamin C. You know, this new variant that's going on, we call it Omarion.
Omarion, you mean Omicron?
Omicron. Omicron. We're going to call it the Transformer, the new Transformer.
Right.
With all this Omarion, I'm sorry, Omarion, we're teasing with you. You probably might just have to change your name, dude, from Omarion to O now, because now they calling it Omicron, and people are mistaking it. People are mistaking it as Omarion and all that other stuff. Like, dude, you just gonna have to change your name from Omarion to O. I'm sorry, just hey, or the dude from B2K. How about that?
Okay, yeah, the dude from B2K.
But this new variant is real, ladies and gentlemen. This variant is stuff. So, I had to go take some vitamins. I got to go get my vitamin C. But along with my vitamin C, I did get some herbal vitamins from the herb shop that reduces the amount of hiccups, bloating, and gas that one has on a daily basis. So if you eat certain foods, like your dairy, spicy foods, and things of that nature. Say that again?
I'm just letting DJ Roland listen, and you not telling the people what you really ate that got you this acid reflux.
It ain't from a person with those extra vitamins, Star.
I'm about to get into that.
He ate some real private VIP vitamins. It has some acid in it because that person did not eat healthy.
Oh man, okay. Hey, she's your kryptonite.
I'm trying to tell y'all, talking about, I didn't eat my veggies.
No, that's your kryptonite, man.
Look, man, y'all are savages. Savages. Savages.
Man.
Case in point, I took those tablets. I take my vitamin C. I've taken the tablets that I got from the herb shop. Plus, I went to my nearest Walgreens at 12 in the morning. Was it at 12?
24-hour one. It's a 24-hour one. Okay.
No. It wasn't the 24-hour one. Actually, I take that back. I got there before 12 a.m. because they closed at 12 a.m.
11:30.
But this was in a certain county in Georgia, though, because a lot of Walgreens and CVS pharmacy stores don't stay open that late in certain areas, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I know.
So I went to the one that stays open until midnight, and then sometimes it stay open past 12 a.m.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm just saying. But I did go to that particular Walgreens, and I got me some acid reflux tablets and some other tablets to help for hiccups. Right? So I got one for acid reflux, gas and bloating, and the other one for hiccups. And the next day or two, I was fine. So I'm back to normal, not hiccuping. And just like the doctor said, you know, got to cut some stuff out. I can't eat too much spicy foods.
Can't eat too much fish.
You mean shellfish?
I mean, other types of fish.
Other types of fish? Fish that have wings.
Fish that got legs.
I said fish that got wings.
Got legs. That open.
Sorry. Fish that got wings. If you ever intake a fish that got wings, let me know how that tastes. Let me know what that looks like and how it tastes.
Well, there's some out there, believe that.
Yeah. And let me know if you ended up in the ER or in the doctor's office or not.
Oh, you let everybody know clearly. Where did you end up?
Because I may have saw you while I was in the doctor's office that night. Like, what are you in for? I'm in because I am having consistent hiccups. What are you in here for? You know, I ate a piece of fish with wings on it. So, I mean, I don't know which any of us gonna come out with some good news, me or you. Just saying.
On DJ Roller.
Well,
yeah, man. There you go.
Some of them flap, some of them don't flap.
Probably like, what the hell is going on?
Fish with wings on it. Man. Yeah. All right, it's the Be Break Morning Show. That was my hiccup story, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I am feeling fine. I am feeling good. COVID-19, Omicron, whatever you want to call it. I am negative from any of those things. So
awesome.
Another year in the books for that. Another year of surviving these variants. And now story news came out just a couple of days ago about the COVID pill. So if you are experiencing any mild symptoms, including hiccuping, even though they did not say that, or include that, you may need to go see the doctor and talk to your physician about that COVID pill. I mean, I'm be honest with you. I'm skeptical about it. I'm not here on live radio telling you to go and get the pill. I said, you may have to look into it, may have to consider that. I don't know. All I know is that I got vaccinated twice and I'm preparing to get boosted.
Yay.
I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but
I say it is. I say it is a good thing because I mean, some folks going to have their opinion and you're entitled to your opinion and whatnot. But until some medical person tells me, like people our age that's on the show right now, that doesn't have severe medical conditions like cancer or whatever, diabetes, type 1 diabetes, whatever the case may be. If you're basically like us and not vaccinated and you get the COVID-19 ingested in you, and if you don't have a decent immune system, meaning that you don't have a lot of bad habits, such as smoking, and I'm talking about cigarettes, drinking, and have underlying conditions that are very severe, I want you to tell me you came out of it fine, which a lot of them, they do come out, but they don't come out fine. They have forever other ailments going on for the rest of their lives. But if you have the vaccine in you and you catch it, you don't have as much problems if you already have a decent immune system. People got to understand this. I'm just going by research and reading and stuff, and I'm looking on both sides of the aisle. AIDS affects the immune system. COVID affects with your respiratory system. If you don't have a decent immune system for either one of those diseases, you're going to die, period. Now, is there a time we're going to die? Yes. Do we know that? No. But should we play around with it? Because it's not like they're trying to, when they inject you with the vaccine, that they're trying to track you. So we're trying to track every single human being on this entire earth, because other countries are doing the same thing. So my thing is, get the vaccine. So in case you do get the COVID-19, it's not going to be as bad. Just so compare your research of unvaccinated to people who are vaccinated. That's all I got to say. Now, if you don't want to be out in the public, that's absolutely fine. No, they don't get vaccinated. Make sure you get everything delivered. Your groceries, your entertainment, all that. You're not around folks. And make sure no one comes to visit you. Your entertainment is between the TV and your computer and your phone. So I hope you have a good, decent at-home job that you don't have to be in the public. That's all I got to say with that.
And this has been your medical moment with DJ Mo. Yeah. If you don't get the vaccine, you are going to die. I'm like,
my opinion. I mean, I ain't making it a fact. You still do what you want to do. I just want someone to prove me, of their research and someone who's, from the medical profession. And I'm talking about high medical profession. I ain't talking about no CNA.
And I ain't talking about the CDC either.
Hey, y'all still know my stance on it. If you are a person who doesn't go out a lot, you work a lot, you are a homebody, you're not around a lot of people, then it doesn't matter whether you get the COVID-19 shot or not. It doesn't matter. if you're that type of person. It's not for everybody.
Right.
It's definitely not for everybody. That's my stance on it.
And I agree with you on that. I absolutely agree with you on that. I absolutely agree. And I know some people right now who refuse to get it. And they're not around a lot of folks. So I'm like, okay, I mean, just basically keep that same activity for a lot longer, for another year, basically. Because a new strand's going to come out again. When? I don't know. Hopefully not soon.
And what they're going to call it this time? What you think they're going to call it
Prime.
this time? Hey, man. Hey, I can't come into work today. Why not? Because I got Optimus Prime. Well, I'm sorry. You said you got Amazon Prime? No, Optimus Prime.
No, yeah, right.
Wait a minute. Hold on. What you say? You got the Prime Rib? Prime Rib? No, Optimus Prime. I got
Optimus Prime. Yep. So that's, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, people are going to have their opinions, and I respect their opinions. Just stay out of the public.
Or just stay out of DJ Rollum's space. How about that?
Right. Stay out his face.
No, just
right,
not just
6 feet.
on his face.
We can talk 6 feet away.
6 feet.
6 feet.
And rising. 6 feet and rising.
There you go. There you go. I'm with that. I'm with that. Big time.
Yeah, man. So
I mean, I don't know about the two of y'all. I had it. I had it earlier this year. And it wasn't funny. It was not fun at all.
Well, I mean, you know, it's kind of somewhat cool to say that you got the COVID-19 and you survived from it, because we have landed amongst unprecedented events of this thing. And, you know, for you to be one of the millions of people to catch it, and maybe the few, or if not the thousands, or somewhat to the millions of people who survived from it, that's a milestone.
It is.
I am a survivor of COVID-19. That should be a t-shirt right there. I am a COVID-19 survivor.
Yep. I did have it. Is in my chart and everything. And luckily, I don't have a very bad immune system, because I already been vitamin up for the longest.
Vitamin up. I said vitamin up. You said
vitamin up.
I heard you say vitamin up.
Vitamin up.
Vitamin up.
If you don't do that, and you depending on your body to do what it needs to do to fight off a disease, it's like this. When you get sick, what do you take?
Well, it depends what illness you got.
Okay, let's say you got sinuses. You're gonna rely on your personal immune system when you have a sinus infection, or you're gonna get something to help fight it.
Yeah, get something
to help fight it. All right. Let's say you got a bad cold, like a cough. Do you expect your personal immune system to fight off that cold?
I mean, yeah, sometimes for me, with my personal immune system can do it by itself.
You know, you're going to take something. You're going to take some type of vitamins. You're going to take some type of medicine, whatever. Because something when it's abnormal in your body, you expect your body like, okay, yeah, there's a intruder going on. What we're going to do? So
yeah, you're right.
So we got to have some help, because our white blood cells can't do it all by itself. We got to have some help, and we got to get some help from the outside. We ain't got enough of our homies inside to do what it needs to do. We need some help from the outside. So now what?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Well, then you go get your help.
If something's going wrong and the intruder is inside your body, is doing something wrong, they're they're fun and all that stuff. And you're like, wait a minute, well, I don't feel. Wait a minute, hold up, Oh, okay. Now you got to check out the symptoms. So brain cells are working. What are the symptoms? So you figure out what the symptoms are. Like, okay, is it okay enough that I just take something over the counter, or this has been going on too long that I need to go to a doctor? And then a doctor is going to say this or that because they're checking your insides.
Or you can always go to Rasayana, the herbalist.
True. Can't leave them out. We can't leave them out. We can't leave them out.
Shout out to my, yeah.
That's what I was saying. Like for me, I take herbal tea. I don't do any.
Well, guess what? The herbal tea is still giving you the nutrients that you need to fight off what you need to fight off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because there are people out there that refuse or do not want to go to a hospital, right, or to a medical center. Right. Some people take the herbal route, and some people just go to. Because I do both. I do both herbal and medical, and I've done both of them the same week I had the hiccups, and I still came out fine.
Right.
But then it's kind of like, okay, I spent a lot of money to go see a doctor for 5 minutes, and for that doctor to tell me what I need. And I mean, if it was severe, my situation was severe.
Right.
It was severe, but if it's
more than one day. It was more than one day.
More than one day. Yeah, it was more than one day. Right.
So yeah, more than one day of something severe like that. Yes, you have to get medical attention for that. But if you have a cold, like I had a cold, I had a severe cold, and it turned into a sinus, not a sinus infection, but a sinus issue. So I took some meds, and it worked. Because my regular immune system was not doing what it's supposed to do. So I needed some outside help. So it is what it is.
Everybody stay vitamin C up, be out here protecting yourselves, making sure you're keeping yourself healthy, because you never know when COVID can hit. You never know when the flu can hit. You never know when any of these things can surface. Just keep yourself healthy.
Right. Speaking of flu, I gotta say to Sean, and Sean knows about this. My son had the flu. He was considered negative one day last week, and but I got the meds that should fight it and whatnot. He's getting rest, but it wasn't getting any better, and I had to keep an eye on his temperature. So, with that being said, I took him to the ER. And the ER doctor said, guess what? He has the flu. So, but he had a strand of flu that he has not seen in 2 years. So it's out there. The flu symptoms, flu ingredients are out there. Yeah. Mask up. So if you're not going to do anything else, mask the hell up.
Okay.
Mask up.
Okay. All right. Once again, this has been your medical moment. We always come up with different segments every time we do a show. Right here on the Beat Break Morning Show, the Beat Break Podcast. I know we said we was only going to do an hour special of the morning show because we are airing this show live nighttime, Sunday night. We usually come on from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. weekday mornings. But I am so excited. Even though this is a bittersweet moment, Insecure, the final episode kicks off tonight on HBO, and then later on HBO Max on demand. The anticipated final episode of Insecure that everybody's been talking about, and we are doing a Insecure listening party for its season finale. This is the first time we are ever doing this for a particular show. We didn't do this for Empire. We didn't do this for Power. We have not even done this for Blackish. And next year will be their last season. Well, we are in their last season. This there won't be no more Blackish after this, except for its spinoffs like Mixed-ish and Grown-ish. Right. And then what's next? Ish, White-ish, Asian-ish.
Talkish.
Sex-ish.
Brownish.
Race-ish.
Ooh.
I mean, all kinds of ish out there.
I said bluefish.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right. Okay, so let's get right into it.
Yes.
Insecure. Okay, Star. You've been watching the show from season 1, all the way up to now. What do you think so far?
Oh, Sean.
Let me switch up the beat while you go ahead.
I said that's such a broad question, but my first thought is you don't have to leave with a bang. Keep the show going, okay? Quit playing with us, Issa. Keep the show going. Now, outside of my body, like thinking just about the show in general, I always wonder what character would you guys pick me to be? Sean, what character would I be in Insecure? If you had to pick out of any of the girls, which one would I be?
That too is a broad question. Because each lady on Insecure, the main 4 ladies, including Issa, they all have different personalities. See, you're comical. It's kind of hard because you bring comical to the morning show. So you would be, what's the big lady name? I know in real life, her real name is Natasha Rothwell. She's also one of the co-writers and co-producers for Insecure. But what is her character name?
I don't know, big girl.
Oh no, we're gonna look it up. You
said big girl.
I did say big. She is a BBW.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like she just said her name is called Big Girl.
I am a rude boy. Forgive me. We'll find that out. We'll find out her character name. But she's a very beautiful and talented actress.
So I would be her.
No, you would be parts of her, I think parts of you would be
not her breast size. Not her breast size. Not her breast size.
Not her breast size. What are you talking about?
But she said it was a big woman.
Oh Lord, DJ Rollum.
DJ Rollum, stop while you're ahead.
I would say, because see, every part of Star is a part of those 4 characters. Like I said, you bring the comical side of you out that matches with Natasha Rothwell's character on the show. And you can kind of be a little bit bougie in some at times that matches with Amanda Seales' character.
Wow.
On the show. I'm gonna find out her name. It's so crazy because I remember Easter. You think it's what? Uh-oh. She froze up. No, she's back.
Repeat, Star.
You can hear me?
Now.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I thought about, what character I would be, but my take on the show, I absolutely love the show. It's so organic and authentic. It reminds me of everyday life and women life. It reminds me of sisterhood. It reminds me of when we don't know what we want. I mean, we see a good marriage on there where they're crazy in love. We see 2 confused best friends. One just is a self-sabotager. The other one's just awkward and weird in life and in relationship. It gives me so much of what it really is to date and be melanated dating and melanated living, like our culture, our true. Issa Rae is showing a true culture of us in life and love. That's just what it is. A lot of drama, a lot of suspense, just like real life. Black people are definitely interesting people. We are very entertaining, and you always want to figure out what is going on. Like, we keep you on your toes. Like, and I like Issa Rae doing this show because I feel like it shows our culture and who we are and what we do in the dating and love world. Real life scenarios come up.
Real life scenarios come up.
Cheating, side pieces, baby mamas, marriage, mental illness, anxiety. I mean, anything and everything that you can think of that would happen and is happening now with real people. We got to see that on the show.
By the way, the character that Natasha Rothwell play on Insecure, her name is Kelly.
Kelly, yeah.
So I would say Pieces of You would be Kelly on that show.
Okay.
Yeah, and Kelly also does taxes too. You do taxes, Kelly does taxes. So yeah, maybe more of Kelly than the other 3 women on Insecure. Yeah.
Really? I don't know. What about the part of her dating life though? I don't think mine would match with hers.
Well, Natasha, she's just an openly free-spirited type of person who obviously is not ready to settle down.
Yeah.
And she can kind of be, she's giving me demisexual vibes. Like she messes with dudes mostly, but she may find anybody attractive, man or woman.
Yeah.
And she's just very free spirited. To me, that's the kind of vibe that I get from Kelly.
Okay.
So Kelly's a bi.
Kelly is not. I don't want to classify her as bi because in all of the seasons, season 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, we never seen Kelly get it in with another woman. Would have been nice though, in my mind. But however, she does kind of give me those kind of vibes. Like, okay, if she sees a very beautiful woman or whatever, if there was one episode and she sees a very beautiful woman and we would see her in that episode fondling or kissing another woman, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised because that's the kind of energy that she gives off.
So I was wondering if Queen Latifah walked up in there.
So I give off Kelly.
That's I'm just wondering, if Queen Latifah walked up in there,
Why Queen Latifah? Just a random person, DJ Rollum. I mean, shout outs to the BBWs, but Queen Latifah, really?
Monique.
Okay, moving on. Moving on. I can't with you.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's say you, DJ Rollum.
Okay, because I wanted to ask a question, but go ahead.
Go ahead. What?
DJ Rollum.
What?
Okay, you keep saying what like you Noriega. What? Like you Nori.
Right, exactly. I can't sing the lady part. Well, I mean, I just picked those two, just pop in my head. But if attractive woman doesn't have to be that size, no BBW, you can be a Taraji P. Henson, Regina King. I mean, hey, you know, I'm going all over.
But what do you think about the show, DJ Roland? What do you think?
What I think about the show?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at the title. That's what I focus on, is the title.
He basically saying that the title speaks for itself.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a lot of insecure moments. A lot.
And I believe in that. That's how life is. And it ain't just gotta be about blacks. It can be about any race.
Oh, yeah. I definitely agree, but I just like the fact that they get to see it from our point of view.
Oh, yeah. That's the whole point. That's the whole point from that. But people gotta understand about this insecurity stuff, man. You know, you gotta be honest with yourself and be honest with the person that you would like to be involved with.
Yeah.
You know, are you a jealous type? Be upfront. Say that in the beginning. Say that at the first dinner date, or whatever time of the day. It doesn't have to be actually dinner. Anytime. Make sure certain things are presented so the person, when he or she hears it, knows how to pursue with the next steps.
Yeah.
So if you don't bring that and then get shot, did y'all talk about it? Then that's the thing. Communication. Communication starts with the first conversation. It does.
No, that's true. I agree with you. Yeah.
So if you don't present it, then how does the person supposed to know?
Yeah, I think that's what's happening in Insecure. Yeah, a lot of lack of communication or incorrect deliverance of information. I've seen that on Insecure. Like, I'm like, what? Like, why did you even say it like that? Or why did you do it like that? Or like, you know, the title does speak for itself in a lot of situations that they have, especially Issa and Molly. I mean, they've had some very insecure, embarrassing, even questionable situations.
Well,
this last episode was crazy to me because you know that Issa.
Well, Star, can I give my take on the entire show? Can I, before we get into the,
you know,
you're just gonna leave me out. Like, already, you ready to dive in? I'm ready to dive in with you. But let me give you my thought process on the entire show as a whole.
I'm sorry, baby.
It's okay. It's all good. You ready to dive in? I'm ready to dive in with you. All right. My take on the entire series, I feel like it's an homage to women empowerment, but it's also an homage to all the shows that came before Insecure and how Insecure has shaped the culture for what it is from an artistic standpoint. Because watching that show inspired me in some form of fashion, whether you believe it or not, helped me become a better writer. Because outside of this radio stuff that I do, I also am a screenwriter. And watching shows like Insecure, even shows like Atlanta and other shows that portray Black people in a positive light, I study these shows, I study each episode, and I take into account of how this particular episode or how that particular episode resonate with me in my personal life as well as in my career. But on the flip side, and a lot of women may come at me when I say this, but Issa Rae, very dope creator, will go down as a legend, as an icon, but her character solidifies the opposite of a ride or die chick.
Oh, her eyes got
You
big.
saw the eyes. You saw the eyes.
Got big, man.
You saw the eyes.
I saw it's like the mask eyes came out. I'm like, God, dog.
That's why I had to throw that disclaimer out there by saying I know a lot of women gonna come at me when I say this. Even I got into it with a guy at work, a colleague of mine, radio. We got into a debate, two grown-ass men debating over a show which target audience is mostly women, right? So when I made that argument about Issa Rae, her character, not the person in real life, not the Issa Rae, but her character, how she solidifies the opposite of a ride or die chick, he was like, no, nah, brother, I disagree with you on that, blah, blah, blah. And also says that, well, Lawrence, her love interest, or, back and forth boyfriend, he got to take responsibility for the outcome in which we saw what we saw in the 9th episode of the last season.
Yeah.
Star already agrees with that. I disagree.
Of course you do, Sean.
Why? Because I'm hashtag Team Lawrence. Except for those episodes where he got it in with Tasha because he really put a deposit in the bank account with Tasha. And I say that with sarcasm because Tasha was the woman that he banged out after he found out that Issa cheated on Lawrence with Daniel. Because Tasha, oh my goodness, I gotta follow Tasha on IG. The bank teller, yeah. That was in the first season, going into season 2. I wasn't on Team Lawrence at that time, but I was on Team Lawrence when he reappeared in season 3. Everybody wanted Lawrence back. You got it. You got it. You all wanted Lawrence back. The insecure fans wanted Lawrence back. You got it. I believe that if the insecure fans did not say anything, if they only held their tongue and not make that outcry about wanting Lawrence back, Issa Rae would have probably never brought back Lawrence. And we would have not seen what we have saw on the 9th episode of the season. Because we decided to choose violence. Nathan versus Lawrence. We're going to get into that. So this is why I cannot put the responsibility on Lawrence. Because y'all wanted Lawrence back. Y'all wanted the nice guy back. You wanted the guy that Issa cheated on, that cheated behind his back. Cheated behind Lawrence's back for Daniel. And then what happened, fast forward to season 4 into season 5, Lawrence get another woman knocked up, Cordola.
Of course he did.
But he did not know that he was going to have a baby until Cordola hit him up and told him, I'm pregnant. Those 2 words that God
hurts a man.
Yes. I'm pregnant.
3 words a man really, no, it's 2 sentences, 2 phrases an insecure man doesn't want to hear. He doesn't want to hear I love you and doesn't want to hear I'm pregnant.
Well, he might want to stop leading people on to say I love you, and he might want to put on a condom so people won't be saying I'm pregnant.
He's are absolutely right on that.
Let me tell you why I relate to Lawrence so much. Yeah, you said it. He's a nice guy. Most of us nice guys, we fall in love too easily. And we love hard. While the rest of y'all sisters, I'm not going to say the other word, while the rest of y'all sisters want to continue on with your love affair with these F-boys.
Ninjas.
Y'all get hurt.
Them ninjas.
Don't y'all start.
I mean, that was my biggest competition for so many years, is dealing with ninjas and guys like me. Because girls, I know you don't want to deal with this ninja. So why in the world you keep dealing with him? All he does is keep breaking your heart, keep doing this, keep doing that. And then when I come around 30 years later, and you like, well,
y'all started sounding like that rapper that was singing that chopper style.
I mean,
like
that's the women I've seen over the years. I mean, many years that I was a quiet guy, blah, blah, blah. I didn't do this. Some stuff you just didn't know. I didn't broadcast it. And then when I said stuff, you're like, nah, you couldn't do all that. Yeah, I did. I just didn't broadcast it like these ninjas did, because they ninjas always keep talking to the other ninjas and they brag like, yeah, I did this, da, da, da. You know, they talk like them itches, you know? So I'm like, okay. But y'all still want to deal with them ninjas.
All right, well, let's stay on track. I know this is personal to you, DJ Roland. This is personal to me as well, but let's stay on track with the show.
All right.
Because you kind of be in your feelings right now. I thought we were gonna have to stop and play some Drake. So let's stay on track. let's just stay focused. Let's stay focused. Okay, so it went how it went. My favorite episode out of the entire show was Low Key Happy. Favorite episode. They meet at the dinner table. Lawrence and Issa, they finally get the closure that they both needed. And then they move on and they back together. I love it. To me, that's a match. I see nobody else other than Lawrence. I don't see Issa being with Daniel. I don't see Issa being with Nathan. I just see Issa being with Lawrence. Now, at the dinner table, before we go back into season 5, at the dinner table on the episode Low Key Happy, season 4, Issa said, I wish you didn't given up on us. She said that. I wish you haven't given up on us. Right? Okay. So they got the closure. Boom, 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 boom. Then here comes the baby. Let's fast forward to season 5. That first episode in season 5, Issa was the one that said, I don't think I can do this. I've been thinking about it. I don't want to do this. Now that you got a baby by somebody else. Well, what was that issue was talking at the dinner table in season 4? I wish you haven't given up on us. Well, it seemed like, Issa, you have given up on both you and Lawrence twice.
Well,
okay, here it comes, Star. Here it comes.
Look, I'll just say this. Lawrence was not a solo deal anymore. Lawrence came with a package of a child and a baby mama. I think the choice that she made was based off of many factors, not the fact that Issa Rae is just not a down chick or loyal or anything like that, because she was loyal to him for several seasons, as we saw when he was dry, bum out, broke, and ain't had not a goddamn thing. And she still stuck around. Now, so we're not going to keep doing that. Now, but what we're going to address is, yes, Issa went out and cheated. He forgave her. So if he forgave her, that was something put in the past. Let's move forward. Now, as far as him creating a whole child, Issa didn't go out and create a whole child. And had she had, he wouldn't have been with her. And we all know that a man would have left her. That man would have been like, oh no, I can't take care of another man's child. So when she does it, then it's, oh, she ain't no down chick. She ain't loyal. She ain't ready for Lawrence. She was ready for Lawrence. She just wasn't ready for Lawrence, his baby mama, and his child. So let her be and let her have that choice to want to create and cultivate something else, or even be in her emotions and make a decision emotionally. She has every right to do that. Let that have that should have happened the way it happened.
Okay, let's put all the BS to the side, ladies, and even gents. Let's put the BS to the side. She gave up the second time on Lawrence, not because he had a baby by somebody else. Two reasons. One, Issa got all this great, amazing stuff happening in her life. She didn't want that something else or that particular burden to come in and mess her stuff up. That's one. And the second thing is that it's not her baby.
Right.
Now, what if it was? Now, what if it was her baby and not Condola?
They would be married.
Okay.
Women, listen. If the baby is not yours, you're gonna feel some type of way.
Yeah.
It is. It just is what it is. You're gonna feel
That's
some
her
type
nature
of way.
right there.
And see, this is why this show, and I made this particular analogy. This show so reminds me of the first few seasons of the game. Because I did bring that up in one of the last podcast episodes that we did previously. Because let's go to episode 9 of season 5, where Lawrence did come to her and was fighting for her, thanks to the advice that he got from the dude who flexes and swole up a knot. I forgot his character name too, but y'all know what I'm talking about. The dude with the Jerry curl, the light-skinned dude with the Jerry curl.
Well, the S curl.
Oh, well, the S curl. Excuse me. Sorry. I didn't know that. I didn't know that hairstyle still exists in 2021. Okay, with the S curl.
Mm-hmm.
So, thanks to the advice from his homie, he came to the party, and we all know, once again, let's put the BS to the side. He came to the party for one agenda and one agenda only, to win back Issa. And he did it in the way that he knew how. Now, why do I compare that to the game with Duran and Melanie?
Yeah.
Okay, Star sees where I'm coming with this, sees where I'm going with this. Duran came and fought for Melanie to come back into his life. Of course, she found out that Duran had a baby by Janae. And then that's when it's changed or what have you. Same thing with Lawrence and Issa. Now, Lawrence came and said, hey, are you happy? When a guy come up to you, ladies, when a guy come up to you and he knows that you are in a relationship with a dude, or you talking to a dude or whatever, that $1 million question, are you happy? Did Issa give a yes or a no answer?
She didn't give either. She just was like...
She didn't give an answer. She didn't give him an answer. You know why? Because she still have feelings for Lawrence.
Which is true. Everybody knows that, but that he's not entitled to ask her that, and she's not entitled.
Why not?
To answer.
Why not?
She's in a whole committed relationship. He made his bed.
Does she even know? Does she even know what a committed relationship is?
Don't try Issa.
Does she? I'm just asking. I'm just asking the question. Does Issa know what a committed relationship is?
Clearly, she does, Sean.
You talking about having this dude Nathan? You don't have much of a history with Nathan, a dude that you hardly know other than he's bipolar, he's a barber, he's light skinned, and that's it. He ain't got no babies. He ain't got no baby mamas. But he tends to wander off and walk out. And then comes back whenever he feels like it.
And that's considered as a committed relationship?
I wouldn't be with him. But I'm not either.
I mean, is that her definition of a committed relationship? When you walk out when you feel like it?
She didn't know that man was gonna be like that, but when she found out,
Did she talk? Did she talk?
He told her in season 4.
He had a talk.
He told her in season 4 that I'm bipolar.
And so after she stuck around because she already cared about him, and that should.
Oh man, you can care about somebody from a distance. I mean, really? I mean, come on. Is this like this the only choice?
No, that's not the only choice. That's the choice she wanted. And if this the choice you want, and that person is bipolar, that's something that you have to, make a choice. Deal with it or not. And she chose to deal with it.
Okay, so she dealt with it. So does she understand what a committed relationship is?
She does, because she committed to that bipolar, fine ass, light skinned dude. Yeah.
If he was brown skinned, would it been okay? It'd be fine too.
He sure would. And they're moving.
But I'm saying though, you only know of Nathan. She doesn't know Nathan the way that she knows Lawrence. Her and Lawrence have history.
So
she's trying to. I think Star is trying to say like let them create history. But how can you create history when you keep bouncing in and out like a daggone boomerang?
She's not bouncing in and out. They have been consistent. Quit hating on her.
We're not hating. Nobody's not hating on Issa. We just asking questions. No, we're not. Issa is not making logical decisions. She's not making logical decisions when you are out house shopping with a guy who is still suffering from bipolar mental illness, and you having this dude move into because in some of the episodes in season 5. In season 5, things already started become a bit rocky between her and Nathan. Nathan talking about moving away. He's talking about moving away, going somewhere or what have you. And I'm like, dude, what?
But that wasn't because of her.
Yeah, it wasn't because of her, but then at the same time, you are in a relationship. You are in a relationship or a committed relationship with someone that is at a place in their life right now where they're not thinking about moving away with you or going with you or whatever. You're dealing with somebody who is working on getting their ish together, who is almost already there doing all these amazing stuff or whatever, and you're talking about moving away already. So what are we doing? What are we doing then? What are we doing if you are being laid up in my house, we're eating together or whatever, we got this relationship, and all of a sudden you're talking about moving away because somebody ticked you off or challenged your manhood inside of a barbershop?
Well,
that's I mean, you're kind of being selfish.
That's bipolar people are kind of selfish, not on purpose, but.
So my question, ladies, is this. If you had to choose between Nathan and Lawrence, Nathan with the bipolar condition and not
Lawrence
sure.
With the baby. And Lawrence with the baby.
And Lawrence with the baby by another woman. Which one would you rather go with?
Lawrence with the baby.
And why?
Lawrence fine as hell. Let me tell you something.
Oh man, Lord have mercy. Really?
I'll go with Lawrence any day.
Man.
Chocolate skin, them nice teeth, and that pretty smile.
You're just trying to have a baby by him. That's all you're trying to do. That's what it sounds like to me. If you worried about his looks, you worried about that DNA. So I want to make sure I'm producing something that's good looking and all that stuff.
Look, Nathan. Let's make something clear here, because Nathan, he's a good-looking dude himself too.
He is.
He's a good-looking man himself too. So is Lawrence, you know. But to me, and this is Sean Garvey speaking, to me, Issa and Nathan, I just do not see them together. And it's not mix. More so. It's not. They don't mix. It's not so much of an image thing. It's just more so of personalities. Because Nathan, he's very chilled. He's laid back and what have you. Issa, how can I describe it? She's a nerd, you know, but Issa she's just on a more of a different speed, on a different level than Nathan. And what I mean by that is Issa has that entrepreneurial mindset to where it could outpace what Nathan is doing. And Issa, she's comical. She tells corny jokes and what have you. And when she was with Lawrence, it was like they bounced off of each other. In season 4, going into, you know, in season 4, they just bounced off of each other so organically. You know what I mean?
I feel like it's only because they had time, Sean. They had time to build, and they cultivated that together. And I feel like, you know, Isha should have her chance with him to do the same thing. I just like the dynamic of Lawrence and her, because they have been together for so long. They had growing pains. They had the history. And so it did look a little bit more comfortable, but that's because of years of experience. You know, on this time, I mean, I feel like who she's with now, she needs something different. She needs a change of pace. And she needs to find who she is without her ex.
Great segue. Great segue. Great segue. And this is what made a few of my followers mad at me when I posted this on social media the other day. What did Sean Garvey say on social media about this insecure thing? I said, don't be surprised if Issa Rae and Crenshaw ended up hooking up together. Boom. What's my? No, I don't want that sound effect. Yeah, there you go. I think that's an appropriate sound effect right there.
Issa Rae and
Crenshaw. Yes. Slick at start giving me the look already. Yes. Let me tell you why. This is an exclusive. So if we're giving out what could be known as spoiler alerts, it is what it is. This is what I think could and might happen on the last episode of Insecure. I think that Issa and Crenshaw are going to end up hooking up. Let me tell you why. Issa is all over the place. Not so much career-wise, because she already got that down pat. But when it comes to her love life, she's all over the place. Hear me when I say this. Issa needs a thug in her life. Let me repeat.
The correct love.
She needs a thug in her life. She needs a guy to put her in her place so she won't be all over the place. What did Pac say? Let me pull up that line in that song where Pac said what he said. I'm gonna play it for you real quick. What did you say, Pac? Let me turn the beat up. What did you say, Park? Tupac said, you need a thug in your life. Crenshaw is a conscious thug with swag.
He's ain't gonna be with him. He don't want her.
No. Let me tell you something. So let's go to the beginning of season 5. Because see, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I grew up watching a lot of television shows and movies as a kid. And I've seen the same story over and over and over and over again, to where it's like now it's not becoming as suspenseful as I thought it would be. I mean, now, of course, this is still keeping people in suspense like you and I. But let me tell you why I predict, and I could be wrong, I predict that they could be hooking up because of this. So in the beginning of season 9, I keep saying season 9. No, damn it, Sean, season 5. In the beginning of season 5, we see Issa and Crenshaw coming together as business people, working together on a project, right? And then for Issa to make sure that Crenshaw doesn't F her ish up, she tells Crenshaw, no, we can't do it your way. We have to do it this way. Crenshaw feels a certain type of way about that. So now they're hating each other. Crenshaw gives her the business. Crenshaw puts her on blast on social media, trying to cancel her, this, that, and the other. And now they're at odds with each other, right? Just only in a couple of episodes. Okay. So later on in this particular season, we see Crenshaw and Issa come to terms and decide to work together again and keep things cordial. So here's what I've learned about men and women that come into each other's lives at first. They cannot stand each other. They're enemies. I can't stand you. I can't stand that dude. He gets on my nerves. I can't stand that broad. She gets on my nerves. I hate you. I hate you. And then as time progresses, you know what? He gets on my nerves, but he's so damn fine. You know what? She gets on my nerves at time, but you know what? I can hang out with her. You see where I'm going with this? You see where I'm going with this? It's kind of like that childhood back in the day. It's kind of like going back in the days when you was a kid. And he would always mess with you or whatever. And you'd be like, stop, Billy, stop. You get on my nerves. Stop, Tyrone, stop. And the more and more he messes with you, it's because he's showing that he likes you. So Crenshaw and Issa are on good terms now. And we've seen the way how Crenshaw looked at Issa and how Issa looked at Crenshaw when Crenshaw obviously did a good job with his project. He was giving her the look, and I've seen dudes give women the look like, man, this chick right here, man, she underestimated me, but she still looks so damn good though. Think about it. I saw the look that Crenshaw gave to Issa and Issa gave to Crenshaw.
I can see a spin happening like that. The only thing is, I just wouldn't want that to be the case, because sometimes in the show, it kind of portrays Issa as indecisive, not able to hold something down. So I want the ending to be she made a choice, she made a commitment, and she is sticking to it no matter what distractions come in her life.
Now there's a chance that either three things, I feel like. She either end up hooking up with Crenshaw, or she may end up getting back with Lawrence, or she may just choose herself. She may just be like, you know what? Forget Nathan, forget Lawrence. I choose myself. Because obviously we've seen these two dudes fight each other in the last episode. Two dudes fighting over Issa.
Yeah, I thought that was sexy. Issa looked so scared, so hurt, so broken, so childlike. I was like, ooh, fight over me, daddy, fight over me. I loved it.
Yeah.
And it made me just even want to be with Lawrence even more, you know?
You sure no one else is going to pop up for Issa?
I hope not. I hope she either picks Lawrence or the guy that she's with and let it be what it is. She needs to grow up and mature. And I feel like that means choosing where you are and letting it go and giving your 100% to that.
I think it's just gonna go into a different direction in this episode tonight. I think it's gonna go in the direction where she may end up being with Crenshaw.
I think Issa's confused. I think Issa's confused.
Never forgive her for that. I would not forgive her for that.
I think Issa's confused.
But would you like for that show to go down like that? The entire show leading up, would you like to see something that epic happen on the last episode of Insecure? Issa hooking up with Crenshaw.
I wouldn't like to see that at all.
I think she's gonna be up by herself. She could like say, I can't deal with this. I'm gonna be with me and be myself and I.
Yeah, I see her being alone, or I see her picking Lawrence or the other guy and sticking with the other guy and saying she's going to give her 100%. I do not want another man coming in on Issa. No, that can't be the last episode. I can't.
Man.
I mean, what? I mean, hey, well, I mean, what other guy other than Nathan, Lawrence, and Crenshaw, the light-skinned dude with the S curl?
No other guy. She needs to Lawrence, Lathan or Lawrence or nobody. That's it.
Way this thing is sounding like to me, like the garbage man may look good to her and whatnot, like and to end it like that. Shoot.
Oh God. Issa will get it. I believe that they will do her some justice on this final episode.
Okay.
She's gonna be vindicated.
Okay. I still stand behind the fact that the responsibility doesn't fall so much on Lawrence, more so on Issa. And I said this, Issa made a choice. She made her bed and she had to lay in it with various men.
You're gonna get off of Issa. Because nobody's Lawrence. Lawrence was going through his whole stage and was sleeping with those women.
Not while he was with Issa.
Yeah, she cheated with one guy. You act like she cheated with a whole gang of dudes. Like,
did Lawrence cheat with a whole bunch of females?
No.
Okay.
It was one guy, and she made a mistake.
But hey, I mean, yeah, she made a mistake, and she said sorry, and she did whatever she could to have Lawrence back, and Lawrence like, no. I mean, honestly, Lawrence wanted her back, but on his own terms.
Yeah, which I understand. He had the right to put things in his pocket. Yeah, he had the right to at that time. I will not argue against that.
Yeah. So it is what it is. But we shall see in the final episode, though.
I'm excited about the final episode. Tonight. I am optimistic that Issa is going to come out winning. She's going to be happy and moving forward in a great direction with Nathan. with Lathan or what's his name again? Lawrence.
I
Or
thought you were going to say Crenshaw.
I'm going to go ahead and date Crenshaw for her. So she can just, don't worry about that. I'll take that off her hand. Now she need to stick to and pick one or be done.
Now let me say this before we let you go, Star. Let me say this. Now, off of Issa and Lawrence for a moment. Molly and the guy that she works with at her law firm. Now that is a match.
Oh my God.
That is a match.
I actually got a little happy down below because of that match. I was like, oh, wow. And to be honest, I actually feel like I relate more to Molly as far as relationship wise and self-sabotage and, you know, certain things that she went through. I'm just like, oh, wow. Yeah, that looks like me. Anywho, but her with this lawyer guy, he is so much more her speed, and they both are really, they complement each other, they challenge each other, they're intelligent, you know, they're attracted to one another. It's substance there for her, and I feel like with him, she'll always be intrigued because she can get bored, and then she can get worried. And then for him having that kind of like laid back, chill, kind of like, look, if you in it, I'm in it type of vibe. I love that. Because when she confessed her self-sabotaging ways, and he was just like, look, I'm not going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. We good.
But do you find it just funny though that you can instantly match with somebody that you work with? And that's why I said that brings me back to Issa and Crenshaw. That brings me back to them because think about it, Star, before we let you go. Think about it. To season 4. Was it season 3 or season 4? Okay, let's say season 4. When she went over to the law firm and met the team, you know, she went to the Black-owned law firm, and the guy, I forgot his name as well, his character name, but he couldn't stand her. It's the same thing, the same situation. He couldn't stand her. She wasn't even thinking about him in that kind of way, in that kind of capacity. She was like, oh, this Negro. But then their relationship evolved from the business world to now more so personal. And I think that's the same thing that's going to happen with Issa and Crenshaw. It's that whole, I cannot stand you, but I like you. See, us in this new generation, we got that weird love. We got that weird love.
I agree to that. I agree to that.
I'm just saying. Make sure you have your popcorn ready tonight. It's going down. It's going down. Because I'll tell you, the last episode was like a boxing. But honestly, to me, it wasn't even a boxing match because those two dudes, Nathan and Lawrence, it looked like a cat fight to me. They looked like they were about to fight like... Yeah. I won't say that because y'all know you're a woman.
Like a good punch from one of them. Like somebody punched somebody.
Yeah. And this was, once again, this is why I said, say it with me, ladies and gentlemen, Issa needs a thug in her life.
Play it again, Sean. Play it again.
Let me play it again. I'm gonna play it again. Hold on. We're gonna play this again as a closing outro for a Star. Oh, wait a minute. I went too far. Let me just let this ride out real quick. Okay, we're coming up on it. We're coming up on that line. He said you need a thug in your life. The person that came close to being kind of somewhat of a thug in season 1 was Daniel.
Yeah. That's true. Came close.
Yeah.
Didn't quite meet.
And both of them are dark skinned.
Chocolate. Woo.
Telling you.
We're the Hershey's. We're the real Hershey's. We're the real Hershey's.
Yes, that is so true.
All right, Star, I know you got to get up out of here. Me and DJ Wallen, we're going to close out the show. But before you get out of here, let the people know where they can follow you at on social media.
You guys can follow me at She Talk Atlanta on Instagram and Facebook. And everybody that is interested in partnering up with me, any new investors out there, please hit me, direct message me at Real Estate is Life Atlanta. Real estate is
do it again. Do it again. Real estate
is Life Atlanta on Instagram and Facebook. Send me some questions. Let me know what you guys want to do, and I'm here to partner up with you.
Sounds good to me.
No, I got to go because I got another thing I gotta do right now. But I love you guys.
All right, love you too. Love you too.
All right. Handle your business.
Thank you, bye.
All right. She'll be back on next week, ladies and gentlemen, for the final episode of the Beat Break Morning Show for 2021. We're getting ready to close out the show. Next week, of course, the best of 2021. Yeah, the best of 2021. Now, actually, wait, because today is Sunday. Today is Sunday, so we're going to air this episode. No, we're going to air this episode on New Year's Eve.
Okay.
Because Friday, New Year's Eve, right? Yeah.
Right.
I'm not in front of a calendar. So I'm just going.
New Year's Eve is Friday. That is correct. Last day of the year.
Last show of 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Whew. I can't wait to get it in.
Yeah. Whew.
Yeah. A lot of ups. Definitely a lot of downs.
Definitely.
But let me tell you why this year to me has been a great year for me career-wise and a bad year for me as far as dating is concerned. Coming out of our talk about insecure. Yeah. Very interesting.
Very interesting. So the thing about it is, how would you carry that into 2022?
I don't know. That's a great question, but I might bring the person that I'm currently dating on the next morning show. I probably might bring her on the last episode of the Beat Break Morning Show. I might, because I did say that I was going to try to bring on a person that I'm currently dating towards the end of the year, or either towards the end of the year or at the beginning of next year. So I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it, damn it.
Okay. With that being said, I got to say this. Since you said it so, I would say so strong, black, and hard. Is she coming to 4:30?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a good question. 4:30, not 4:20.
No, not 4:20. Not 4:20.
That's weekday.
4:30.
That's yeah.
So I know people are like, what in the heck is 4:30? 4:30 is my new favorite day. That is my wedding day. So that's what 4:30 is. That's what I'm calling it. So I'm not going to say 4:30, 22. No, I'm not doing it like that. No. One of my posts coming up very soon is going to say 4:30. And if you don't understand what 4:30 is, you will find out eventually. But I'm not going any deeper than that. 4:30 is going to be my next new favorite day. So I'm looking forward to that.
Well, my favorite day is 1/30th, 1984. So, or just 1/30th. That's
Yeah,
1/30.
1:30. I mean, yours is 1:30. Yours is 1:30. I love 211. I love 7:31. You know, now I'm gonna love 4:30. Can't forget 8:20. So, you know, got to do that. 8:20 is always going to be very part of me for the rest of my life. But 4:30 is going to be my brand new favorite day.
Right. That part.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right, man. Great show, man. Great show as always.
As always. And
As
I know
always,
I went off a little tangent about it and whatnot, because that show Insecure makes me think about all that crap that a lot of us have gone through. And that show does represent to find out, what do you really want, or what you're willing to deal with. Those two phrases, what do you really want, or what you're willing to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I see it.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
situationships.
Yep.
They still exist.
Oh, yes. Even during the pandemic, man. Yes. I'm like, okay. Key thing is, like my friend of mine, coworker, said that she would love to be in a relationship. But I always say this, and I'm glad she said this before I did. You have to be happy first. So if you're not happy, don't expect your mate to make you happy. I've learned that personally. So don't do that. That's definitely the worst move you can possibly make. When you do that, disaster will happen if it's not too bad, because I've dealt with it personally. So on to the next thing, man. So let's see what happened to Issa and see what she does and who she happens to choose or not choose.
Yeah. She got four people to choose from. Nathan, Lawrence, Crenshaw, or herself. That's 4 people.
Yeah, that's 4 people. That's 4 people. And
a lot of people thinking is,
I'm just going to say, go ahead, because I was going to say this. Go ahead.
Right. But I want to also clear something up before we get up out of here. When I said earlier, because I had somebody hit me up and that person asked me, what do you mean by Insecure paying homage to the other shows that came before the show? I'm talking about shows like Living Single and Girlfriends.
Yeah.
It was just like those shows.
Maxine Shaw. That's all I think about.
When you think about Molly. Hey, Queen, like same thing with Khadijah. Queen Latifah, that's Issa.
Right.
Yeah, because even in one of the episodes on Living Single, Queen Latifah, there was in one episode where Queen Latifah had to choose among 3 men. And one of them was who we known as to this very day was Morris Chestnut character. Yeah, she wanted the tall, dark, and handsome dude. And then come to find out, he wasn't her cup of tea.
Right.
But then she ended up with Scooter in the last episode.
Right.
She ended up with Scooter and they lived happily ever after. But this is not the case for in Girlfriends. Let's talk about Girlfriends, because Joan went through all these different men and she ended up with a guy that she met down in New Orleans. After Hurricane Katrina went into the military and he proposed to her and I guess they got married or whatever. So now with Issa, she got 4 people to choose from. And if you don't want to put Crenshaw in the mix there, then you have to take that into consideration.
Got to.
Yeah. Because
it relates to real life. It really relates to real life, because some women are actually going through similar situation of what Issa's going through. Very similar. So I mean, not be by the names, of course, but those type of men that they have out there. What do you really want? Prime example. Know a woman. This happened years ago. Know a woman who has to choose between two men. One man has the finances, but doesn't have to talk. Another person doesn't have the finances, but has to talk. Who does she choose?
I mean, that all depends.
It all depends.
It all depends.
You know, I mean, I don't know about you. I was in it was sort of not like an Issa thing completely, but I was in a sort of a situation. I was in a competition without knowing I was in a competition.
I think we all been in there. We all been in that competition. You know, nowadays, ladies let you know up front that, hey, I'm seeing you, but I'm also dating somebody else. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm doing the same thing.
Don't get mad.
Don't get mad. Don't get mad, especially if that person ends up having a baby like Lawrence. Mic drop.
Right. I guess he didn't pull out, or just should have had a rubber on. That's all. You know, one of the two.
Well, I mean, whether you have a rubber on or not, it could still happen, and it did happen.
It could still happen.
Yeah,
that's some powerful sperm. That's all I gotta say. Powerful sperm can travel very far. Man. You just don't know.
Hey, it is what it is, man. All right, so tune in tonight. Insecure on HBO and HBO Max. I don't know if we're gonna talk about it in the next episode, since we're doing the best of 2021, because we got a whole lot to cover. Plus, our major announcements. I know you all been waiting for these announcements. Of course, you're probably gonna get them first via social media. But for all of our listeners that don't do this whole social media, well, you should do the social media thing because we're all over social media. Mm-hmm. But you'll hear it on the morning show this week coming up on our best of 2021, our best and worst of 2021. Mm-hmm. We'll make sure to give it to you. Well, DJ Roland, you made your announcement. I got to make my announcement, or announcements with an S at the end.
Okay. I think my 430 is big enough. Don't have to have an S on
it. Hey, that says it all right there.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Follow me, Sean Garvey. Speaking of social media, follow me, Sean Garvey, on Facebook, Sean Garvey ATL, Twitter, and on Instagram, Beat Break Radio on all your social media. And we're also on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Beat Break Radio. Where can people follow you at, DJ Roland?
Always follow me at DJ Roland, DJ ROLLEM on Twitter and Instagram, and DJ Roland Townsend on Facebook. And since I'm in the giving season, and we had a happy holiday this past, I'm willing to give you a free mix. You just have to hit me up, and I'll give you all the details. A Christmas gift. Yes, a Christmas gift from DJ Roland Productions.
All right, look at you being a Black Santa Claus this year.
There you go. Hey.
A gift after Christmas.
Yes, a gift after Christmas.
Nice. All right, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
There you go.
Right,
would you like one, sir?
See, DJ Roland is more of a giver than a receiver, by the way.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. See, now if you still had Star on, would have turned into a whole different conversation. Like, no, that's another hour. No. Yeah. No, we're going to leave it at that.
All right,
y'all. Enjoy tonight's final episode of Insecure. And let us know what you all think. At us at Beat Break Radio. It's the Beat Break Morning Show. Special bonus episode edition, the Insecure Listening Party. Enjoy the show. It's the Beat Break Morning Show.
Gotcha.
Check out the Thinking Out Loud Network at thinkingoutloudnetwork.com.